Was it more about the Bengals or more about the Patriots?
To me, Skip Bayless, it was more about the Bengals. Now, that's right. Now, I totally respect.
You don't respect.
I mean, well, remember, I only switched my pick as a favor to you. I mean, I knew the Patriots were going to win this game. It wasn't a surprise to me for a couple of reasons, and I can prove it. Number one, I've been saying the career of Tom Brady has not come to an end. It is not time to write his epitaph. And more importantly, we're talking about the great Bill Belichick here, who basically left him to hang and dry by not making sure he had the necessary protection when you trade a Logan Mankins. But the offensive line showed up last night. We thought that was a fixable issue. You come out the gate, you attack the middle. You go with two big tight ends. Gronkowski was a beast throughout the night. But you connect on 20 yards with Brandon LaFell. You connect on 30 yards with Wright up the gut, right down Cincinnati's throat. And obviously with Burfict still concussed, it's one of those situations where the middle was wide open for the New England Patriots, and they attacked, and that's what Tom Brady loves to do. What I'm saying is, because it's Tom Brady, because it's the New England Patriots, because I never really counted them out to begin with, I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon and say this was more about the Patriots, because I never thought that the Patriots were a lost cause. My issue, what I have been questioning on this show for the last year, was the Cincinnati Bengals. I told you, I keep telling you, what were they going into Sunday last night in terms of their Sunday night games? What, like 1-7 or something along those lines? These dudes show up, the bright lights show up on the Cincinnati Bengals, and you can't find them. It's like an APB is out for the Cincinnati Bengals. Whenever the bright lights occur, you're looking for them. They got to, sound alarms, sirens. Where are these dudes? They are never anywhere to be found. You got A.J. Green. He was on Revis Island. Revis dominated that until he hurt his hamstring in the third quarter. Basically shut him down. You're the Cincinnati Bengals. You're at the 13-yard line. You've got an opportunity to score a touchdown. What do you do predictably offensively? We're talking about Hugh Jackson here, who knows what he's doing on offense, who's supposed to be the offensive coordinator, because we're not going to assume Marvin Lewis made these decisions, and you run it up the gut, right up the middle against New England with Giovanni Bernard on all three plays. You don't put the ball in Andy Dalton's hands. You don't try to attack Revis and go to A.J. Green. You don't try to go to Sanu. No, you do not do those things. So I look at Cincinnati and I say, I'm so surprised. Obviously, I'm being facetious here. I'm so surprised. The big moment shows up and Marvin Lewis's team doesn't. It happens over and over and over again, which is what harkens me back to 11 years coaching this team, and you can't win a damn playoff game. These are the Cincinnati Bengals that I know and have never loved. They've got all the talent in the world. They've got arguably the best talent clearly in the AFC North, but arguably in the AFC. You can compete with anybody until the expectations have been placed on your shoulders to do just that. And sure enough, they don't show up. I know what New England can do when they're on their A game. Skip Bayless, the New England Patriots may very well be better than the Cincinnati Bengals. But you ain't 26 points better than this talented Cincinnati Bengals squad. The Cincinnati Bengals, once again, did not show up. If New England had won this game and it was a nail-biter, that would be different. But when you come out and blowing them off the turf from opening tap, obviously, with everybody questioning your mettle and questioning your abilities and did you lose it or not, I understand the motivation is there. But the Cincinnati Bengals, on 10 days rest, was supposed to respond. That they came up so small, so putrid, so pathetically embarrassing. I'm sorry. That's more about the Bengals, not because they lost, but because of how they lost. This is who they are when the bright lights come on. Take it away.
Did it ever occur to you during those 3 hours last night that the Patriots were making the Bengals disappear? Seriously, you cannot dismiss what the New England Patriots just pulled off over about a 4-day period as ho-hum, it's just the Patriots being the Patriots. I know you like them. I know last Tuesday I picked the Patriots to win this game, and you came right on top of me and you said, oh, yeah, they're going to win that game. But what just happened was not ho-hum. And so I'm not going to let you get away with just saying it's no big deal. It was a huge deal. This is the worst-case scenario a team could just go through. You play a road Monday night game. You have to fly back half the night to Foxborough. And you have a very short week to prepare, during which you are told that your dynasty is dead, your Hall of Fame quarterback is washed up, Your coach has basically lost his fastball and his marbles because he has just let the talent dwindle in every phase of the game. And you're coming up against a team that was undefeated, that had allowed the fewest points in football. And they're legit. I mean, my God, we've had Herm Edwards on. He said, this is the best team in football. He wrote it for ESPN.com. Best team in football. To turn around 41-14 to 43-17 is extraordinary. And I'm going to call it extraordinary. It is an all-time tribute to this quarterback and this head coach to right the ship in that short a time and take an offensive line that looked like it was a disaster just last Monday night and turn it in to dominating. They dominated a Cincinnati front. And I will tell you this, that Cincinnati front, it's as good as there is in the league. It's better than Seattle's front. I'm talking about the front seven. And I realize Burfict wasn't there, but remember, Hightower couldn't go for the Patriots, and then McCourty was lost in the second quarter.
But we're talking about what Tom Brady does best, and that's attack the middle of the field.
Okay.
And when you don't have Burfict there, that is a fact.
Okay. Well, maybe Brady's been looking for Mr. Right, and he found Mr. Right, as in Tim Wright, who they got back in exchange for Logan Mankins, and both of us sat here and said, well, this sounds shaky, but I kept saying, in Belichick, I trust. Well, I think he saw something in those two rookie linemen that we saw last night. They're pretty good. Did we not see angry Tom Brady last night? And I wrote this for ESPN.com, so I'm going to have to pat myself on the back. I predicted we would see angry Brady. He's the crazy competitive Brady who's a little maniacal. He's a little psycho when he starts helmet butting with Gronk in the end zone and he and Edelman are playing hot potato and says, you spike, you spike, you spike. Boom, he's going to spike it. We saw that guy for the first time all year, and I'm going to predict that we will see him now regularly from game in, game out.